if you gave me that and you weren't set on who I was before you gave me that, that's your fault.
See what I'm talking about?
No.
It is your fault.
That's your
This is what I'm
fault.
talking
Joke's on you.
Wait. That's what I'm trying to say. Give me that same energy in the beginning.
No.
That's
That is the beginning.
That is,
really
The beginning of the end. You can't tell me to do less, but then again, you got girls that are buying into the fact that if I take her to cheesecake on the first date, it's an issue. Right? So it's like, okay, look, yeah, I did take you to Ocean Prime, but I really like cheesecake. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Rico Hundo here with 8 at the Table. And before we jump into this beautiful Friendsgiving feast, this episode is sponsored by Lamar Truck Sale. They actually help make the financing easier. They give you an MC and a DOT free of charge. So before you jump into this industry, make sure you're with the right people. Lamar Truck Sales is the way to go.
Hey guys, welcome back to 8 at the Table. Before we indulge in this beautiful feast that we have here with us today, a quick shout out to our sponsor. Today's episode is proudly presented by Licklemore Jerk from DeKalb Market in Brooklyn. Shout out to Brooklyn. And we're going to enjoy this beautiful Jamaican cuisine culinary experience today. So hope you guys enjoy.
I've been through a lot with love. So love is about accepting. I don't even know how to finish that, but accepting certain things that you are not willing to accept, like certain qualities, how a person behaves, how a person moves, learning to like, you know what, I love you, so I'm gonna take that from you, but I'm not gonna take everything, right? So I had to learn that the hard way. So if you tell me you're gonna do something and you don't do it, and then you don't communicate that you're not gonna do it, it drives me crazy. I will like flip, like, and you'll in your mind you're like, yo, why are you that mad? It's not even about the situation. It's about the fact that you couldn't take the time to tell me that plans were different, that things changed. So for me, it's keeping your word. That's the hardest thing. For me, it's like, it's certain situations. So I'm like nitty gritty on like everything, right? So like if you tell me I'm gonna call you tonight and then I hear from you tomorrow afternoon,
This one too.
it's gonna be a problem, right? But
Act like nothing happened.
right, act like nothing happened.
Hey!
We get on the phone and you're not even apologizing or not even explaining yourself. That's a problem for me. But I'm learning to understand that they just don't know how to do it because nobody
Who's
taught
they?
them how to do it,
Who's
right?
That? Who's they?
So
Talking about men?
yes, who am I talking about? Who else am I talking about? You look like you look like I would have a problem with you.
Probably.
You look like I would have a problem with you.
Yeah.
Definitely would.
He wouldn't know who he is.
I'm a great man.
All right,
He had a
we're
night.
gonna take a shot after
Nice.
after everyone does his question.
Okay.
So GP.
What's the question?
Oh, no,
Wait,
he
was
answered.
it no? No, it's your turn. It's your turn, Ron.
I was going to ask you a
My
different
bad.
question.
What is love? Love is patience.
Love is
and
love is kind.
love. Baby,
Don't hurt me no more.
Yo, Roman's in rare form, bro.
for me, love is patience, and that's the best I could say. Love is fucking patience, because you gotta be patient.
That's all I got.
It's just I feel like it comes down to patience and be fucking patient.
Yeah, like why do people think that love is always good? Like I don't understand.
No, it's not. It hurts.
Like-
It hurts bad.
No, forget hurt. It also ain't good. Like it's just not
I wouldn't
easy.
say it's not good.
Nah,
No,
like
no, I wouldn't say that.
like love is not always a.
You ever love somebody so much that you felt like something was wrong with your heart? Like that shit hurt?
Yeah.
Shit was
Never.
Like somebody was stomping on your chest?
Never.
Right, you can't sleep at
She
night.
said never.
I'm so sorry.
I guess attribute that I would associate with love is probably
Eat it.
I guess that it's constant. It's all the time. Like when you say you love somebody, you love them when they get on your fucking nerves. You love them when times are good. You love them when times are bad. You do because you love them. You do for them when you don't necessarily want to. You do for them when they need you and you don't give two shits about them.
Right.
You do for them, just regardless of the circumstance because of your commitment to them and the underlying love. Because your feelings or whatever could be what they are, but like what's here is like it's the root. So it's like because that's still there, you still act because it's an action word. You still do and you still act. So that is my because you gotta think about a lot of parents love their children, but they do not tell them that they love them. I think that a lot of parents show their children what they express their love to their children by showing them, by doing it. Everything is like it's an action. So I think that's why it makes sense that it's an action word. I mean, it's an action. Yeah, I guess word, whatever. Yeah, it's not like just to say I love you. You know what I mean? It's not. It's just not. It's that.
I think people forget that there's 3 parts of relationship when it comes to love. It's like you, the person, and the actual relationship. And we tend to do things for ourselves and the person, but then not for the relationship, if that makes sense. So if you continue to do that and take care of all 3 parts, then love will probably be a little bit easier.
Give an example.
Right.
What do you mean for the relationship?
So something your partner doesn't like,
Mm-hmm.
and you do it.
Mm.
That's not going to help the relationship.
Okay.
But it really depends on how bad it is on the scale. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like it could be on a scale of like 1 to 10, like a 3 for you, and he doesn't like it, but like it makes you happy. There's so many like different parts of.
That's a good point.
There's just so many different parts that you have to like maneuver around in a relationship.
When people say, "How could you do that?" That means you don't love me. And I'd be like, "Yo,
Wait, what do you mean?
like when somebody does something that they don't like, and then they associate that their actions of doing something that they don't like equates to that person not loving them."
Like cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would say some shit.
But it doesn't have to just be that. It could be a numerous different things, right?
What? Like I think she's asked like so we can understand.
But different people have
Say
different
something
things.
outside of cheating. So what you do?
Right.
Just having
Yeah.
a lack of
That's
inconsiderate. Let's say if I left you, or I didn't invite you to a event, right? Or let's say if I was just being inconsiderate to something that you may have wanted to do, right? And I do think that oftentimes in relationships, there are going to be periods where each person is going to have selfish moments, and that is normal. And so when somebody's being selfish for whatever reason that is, that does not equate to that person not loving you. That just means that that person has to focus on the love for themselves for a second, probably to refresh themselves because they've been loving you and or the relationship, for however long the duration that y'all been together. So like, I feel like sometimes we get into the mode of thinking of how we feel means that it's either a lack of love or a existence of love. But that does not mean that there's love there or a lack of love there for whatever situation that may be. When I was growing up, there wasn't a whole lot of I love yous and hugs and kisses and all that, right? So when I dated...
You knew your mom loved you.
Yeah, but I knew she loved me from the actions, right? But I dated a girl who, the way her parents were, when I would see the way that they were, that's how they expressed their love. So when I wasn't that way to her, she was saying, you don't love me. And it's like, yeah, I do, but the way I express my love is way different than the way that you were raised. But again, my sister grew up in the same exact house as me, and my sister feels that my mom don't love her because of the same way that my mom treated me. But I didn't take it that way because I took the actions as a sign of love rather than the, I guess.
But
the
she really may
gestures.
not love your sister as much as she loves you.
Nah, she definitely, she got the most out of it. Like I was the one that was like the hard on, like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, like,
The affection, I mean like the affection part. Like my sister got that affection. So, but regardless, I'm not getting into that.
I'm
just
she
saying
probably
that
loves you more than your sister.
I was bad as shit.
Wait,
yeah.
so your sister got more affection than you
Yeah.
and like your family?
No, like
From
I'm
their
in my
mom.
house.
From the mom?
In my house, yeah.
Wow, I've never heard that.
Yeah.
The boys
Right.
Normally the
about to say,
boys get
It's usually the other way around.
more affection.
But you gotta,
That's why I think.
but
he was
I think
probably
that's-
being a bad.
no, but that's why, I mean, this is a whole different thing. I also grew up, majority of my life was a single parent household. And I
Same
feel
thing
like
with me.
that's why those boys usually become softer because they're overly compensated with affection. Versus mine was, no, you got to do what you got to do because I got to do what I got to do. So, that's I learned from my mom in that regard, and that I guess taking that masculine role is what we would say.
I'll say this. When I started dating, seriously, once I got out of college, and I would bring women around my father. The thing that he would talk about the most is that when you love somebody when you start thinking about them before you think about yourself. Yeah. So when I start thinking about what makes them happy, what's going to satisfy them, these are the things that show you that you love somebody because you remove the selfishness from it and you replace it with selflessness.
Preach, preacher.
So when you start thinking about I's, me's, and my's in relationships, then you're setting yourself up for failure. You've got to be in a position where you're consistently thinking about what's going to be the best thing for the good. Now, everybody's relationship, though, isn't the same. I have this conversation with my wife. It's like marriage is just a title. It's a umbrella. People's relationships are different based upon what works for them. Erin and I have been friends for 15 years now almost. So, and I've known her husband and her ever since we all went to law school. So the way that they operate within their marriage, I can't operate inside my marriage. My wife ain't that cool to let me do some of the things that she has the space to allow her husband to do. And that's fine. But I accepted that about her and I work with her within that, and I don't feel a particular way because that's not going to work for us. But I don't look at their marriage as less than or different than. It works for them. So you just got to get to that place of understanding. And a lot of times what winds up coming up is that you just don't think about it enough. You just don't ask enough. You just don't care enough a lot of times within a relationship about what is going to complete that other person. Because if you're doing that part for them, then the natural response is they're going to do that part for you. They're going to submit certain things to you because they love you and care about you enough. Like you were just talking about the fact that you grew up in a single parent household. My parents divorced when I was 4. So I understand. Like there's some parents, because I have 2 children, some parents are going to you're going to show love to your children in different ways. Some you got to be tough with because they need that. They need the structure. Some you have to be more compassionate with because if you talk to them and even if you get stern with them, they just gonna be like, oh, they're gonna break down and this and that's the thing. You have to, but that's all a part of the loving is you've got to get to the point of understanding that what do I need to do to bring this person into a place where they feel whole and complete and not expect anything in return when you do that. Because if you're expecting something in return, you're going to come up short every fucking time.
But what about
I
reciprocity?
don't agree with that.
Yeah, what
Sorry.
about I need that reciprocity.
I don't agree with that part.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No.
The last part.
Let's clarify. Is it that you're not getting what you're putting out, or you not getting in anything?
No, mine is a little bit more of like the disappointment of it all, and the progression that I expect, or the things that I expect from all of the work that I'm putting in, and all of the selflessness, and all of the changes that I'm making within myself in order to make a relationship work, and all of the sacrifices I'm making and everything that I'm doing in order to be the best version of myself to make this relationship work, and then just for it to be a slap in the face.
Right.
With
You're
different
you're making the changes.
Yeah.
You're doing what you have to do. It's not like it happens like, okay, you messed up here and now I'm done like the first time. It's a buildup.
Oh, it's definitely over
You know what I'm
time.
saying?
Yeah.
Like it's a buildup.
Yeah.
When someone is pretending that they're putting in the work on their end as well,
And they're not doing
and then
nothing.
you find out Surprise, bitch.
Right.
I'm still that same motherfucker. I had on the mask.
Joke's on you.
This whole time.
Right.
Why would you believe me?
Right.
Jim Carrey.
Right. I just want to piggyback off of what you said, not expecting anything in return. But if we're both working at that, I know I'm not supposed to expect anything in return, but you should want to do that. You know what I'm saying?
So let me add some context, and I'll say that. Let me be clear. When I do something, and I'm doing it out of the goodness of my heart, then I'm doing it without the expectation that I'm going to receive anything back for it, because I'm doing it because I want to do that for you. There should be expectations in relationships.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to set those expectations up front. If you like, I watch the podcast all the time. Shout out to 8 at the Table. So I look at the conversations about 50-50 and all that. Listen, if you want a man that's gonna pay your bills, you say that shit up front.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
And he either meets that expectation or not.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate though.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you.
Because his expectation for
can
you
I
not
respond?
to talk as much.
Can I respond?
Absolutely.
Oh, wait. What?
And then that's
Can
when
I
it becomes
respond? Hold
not
on.
a trade deficit because you talk too much.
No, it's not even that. So I make my requests in the beginning, right? And I tell you exactly what I want. You're showing me what I want in the beginning, and then you switch up. That's a problem for me. Show me who you are from jump, and let me make the decision as to whether I want to accept it or not.
Wow.
Do not corner me into that position.
Point.
What happens a lot is a lot of these men, like a woman tells you, like, yo, this is what I want. These are my expectations. And like the first, I don't know, what's the infatuation period? 6 months to a year?
6 months. I'm like,
3 to 6
My
months?
eggs cracked.
Right? Like, okay, so they're like, okay, so she told me what she wanted. I'm going to give her that. And then he switched
Reel
up
her in.
after a certain point. And then the woman is thinking that she fucked up somewhere. And it's
She
not
did.
even that. No, he's
Let her
been
finish.
showing her what she wants for the first 3 to
so-
6 months.
We are the guys. We're trying to tell you what's
Right?
happening.
Oh, sorry. I'm
So
getting
can
like
So let me.
what I'm trying to say is for the first 3 to 6 months, right? In the beginning, you tell him, okay, I'm looking. All right. In the beginning, you're telling him, listen, I want the 2 kids. I want the, white picket fence. I want the house. You're telling him whatever you want. And he's showing you that. He's progressing towards that. The minute you fall in love and fall in deep for him, where he knows that you're not just going to turn around and leave him, he decides to revert back to who he really is.
Take off the mask.
Meaning he never showed you who he was from the jump. That's my problem.
Within that whole 3 to 6 months period, you've been the same person. Nothing's changed on your end.
No. Listen, let me
get
tell you something
better.
about me. I'm not going to hold you.
I'm just
There don't
asking.
be knowing
I'm a
what they do.
Virgo and I'm from Brooklyn.
Okay.
We are very raw. I will show you from jump.
Only
Like,
the second point matters.
right, the second point?
Only the second point.
Why? You don't like the Virgo? Alright. But listen, my mask is off from jump because I don't want you to have any surprises.
So you didn't get comfortable.
I didn't get comfortable. No, I didn't get. I've been comfortable from jump. I told you what I wanted. I'm being raw with you, and you're
Just about
being.
to say the women stop folding.
I didn't say
stop
that.
giving up
No,
TV, stop washing
I don't
dishes.
stop
We
doing
don't
nothing.
stop no more.
I'm asking.
I
This is
still
an
get
honest-
up and I still get dressed and I still look good for you. The first day that you met me,
Okay.
I remain the same way because that's who I am.
And he stopped getting dressed. No, I
mean,
want to know. I want to know. Like,
Maybe
He
he
just
just
is it?
started wearing dirty Air Force Ones.
Yeah, maybe he stopped caring.
That's why I like to say
He got you
I
already.
never blame it on myself as to why a person moves how they move. They've always been that way and they finally got what they wanted, so they revert back to their natural
I'm hearing
state.
they always got their way. I never blame myself. That's.
Wait, hold on. No, don't do that.
No, I'm just
Don't
asking.
do that.
I'm repeating.
No,
what
to
you
be
said.
honest, because for men, I feel, and I was having this
Some.
conversation. No, I don't
Not
know.
all.
Yeah, say some.
Most.
All is.
Oh, you've dated most.
Oh my God.
Okay.
You
so
trying me right now?
Wait a minute. Wait. Let's say many.
Okay, many. Okay,
let's say
fine.
many.
You want to be even? Fine, no problem. So I was having this conversation earlier with a friend, right? Yes, it was a guy.
No friend.
Okay. So, oh God, y'all about to make me lose my train of thought.
No, not at all. You're having a conversation about how you were doing the same thing and guys switch up on you. Go.
Yes, the guy switched up. So the guy said to me, a lot of times they're scared to reveal who they really are because they're scared that they're going to lose that woman. So they're going to show what the woman wants. Because in the beginning, we're easy to walk away. Like, you're not giving me what I want. Deuces. Like, I'm good. I'm not there with you.
Okay.
So that woman, they're really interested in that woman, but
I'm with you right now. I have to have another question. Has this happened more than once?
for me,
Yes.
oh my God, I can't stand y'all.
I'm asking you, has it happened more than once?
Has it happened?
I'm saying, do you constantly meet men?
No, it's not. It's not a constant anymore because my whole mindset on love has changed.
So
as
you
me and Jada
changed.
have been saying from
Your
jump.
mindset has changed.
No,
on love.
now it's changed.
All right. So
Now.
now it's changed, and now you're doing what you want to do, and these are your boundaries, and this is what you will allow.
Right.
So then
So-
you weren't that person from the jump.
No, no. Don't do that.
Oh.
Don't do that. A situation will change you. It will.
You allow it.
No, it's not if you allow it. So something has happened to me several times, right? And I'm just gonna keep doing the same thing over and over again. You have to change it. You gotta you know what? Maybe if I move to the right, this won't happen this way,
Okay.
right? So at that point, if that happened to you once, twice,
Now you're ready to move to the right.
Right.
Yes. So
right.
if you came
Fool
in,
me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
what if you came
That's
in
what George
the whole
Bush
thing on
W
the right
said.
side?
What if I came on the right side? So
So no. So wait, yeah.
Right.
Changes you. Come on, don't
Right.
say
Y'all not
Come on.
understanding what
Wait,
he's
hold on.
saying.
Don't do that.
Can I just clarify what she's trying to say?
Thank you.
Okay, she's saying that she's made decisions, being herself, doing whatever her self thing does, and then that has it has born or whatever, like it has bad fruit, right? So she doesn't like the response because the men have not, I guess
Reciprocated the
yeah,
energy.
They haven't responded in kind, right?
Mhm.
And so what she's saying, I don't want to keep having these exact same consequences of what I'm a part of.
You don't like it, change it.
So she readjusts a little bit,
Okay.
right? It's okay. Oh, this isn't happening as much.
Right.
So you readjust a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so, okay, now it's not happening at all. So it's just, you want to course correct so that you don't keep having the same problems that
Same
you have.
outcome. Mhm.
Otherwise, they're going to be in the comments saying, oh, well, choose better. Do better.
Duh.
Like what they just said.
You just said.
Just
so,
say it.
look, let me tell you. Okay, we didn't let
saying.
y'all. We didn't let y'all say a whole bunch of. Go ahead, Rome.
You know what? I know this is your thing. I
It's-
want
it's-
to let you have it. Just
Let him throw the alley.
if you
Trying to fuel
If
him a
you-
little bit.
if you came in with those boundaries from the jump, so you don't got to course correct. Like he said, if you want somebody that's going to pay your bills, you say, listen, you're going to pay my bills.
No, that's what she said.
That's what I said, though.
Let me finish. If you want somebody that's going to pay your bills, right?
Okay.
So 3 to 6 months, he doesn't pay all the bills, and that's just use this as an example.
Right.
He doesn't pay all the bills anymore, right? Now you're like, oh, this isn't what I signed up for, right? And this constantly happens. Soon as he doesn't pay one bill, just don't be there.
That's not.
You missing it.
That's a
Yeah.
You're missing the point.
Take your shots because we're gonna.
You ready?
It's a group shot.
Go ahead,
Group
take
shot.
them.
We said,
All right.
We ready? What do we?
Cheers
Take 'em.
to
Loosen up.
love.
You're not drinking that.
Cheers,
Your drink.
guys.
Pick it up.
Cheers to love.
Right.
Cheers to life. Cheers to health. And cheers to wealth.
Cheers.
Friends, happy
Friends.
Friendsgiving.
And happy Friendsgiving.
Friends
Want some water.
with an A.
Wait, friends.
Right, water.
Friends.
Right? You heard me?
Friends.
Agua.
Yeah.
Ooh,
F
We're dying.
friends.
that was Don Julio.
Can we get
Friends.
water or no? Is it too late?
Casamigos. Ooh, that's why.
Mira. Can we have 2 waters?
Wait,
Agua,
friends.
Por favor. Tres.
Quiero agua
Tres.
para.
Cuatro.
Vino.
Cuatro.
I'll take a
aguas.
water.
Quiero agua para él.
When we're talking about a man that, well, first and foremost, this is 2 different scenarios that you can go down, and you try to say, okay, I put my expectations and I set my boundaries up front, right?
Mhm.
Somebody says, all right, cool, I'm going to do that. The first thing that you need to understand is that you're automatically putting that person in a position to challenge themselves. So they're either going to say, I can become this for this person, or I am this. And there's no way to find out until you go down that path and they start to reveal either if they can or they can't. So now you can't be mad at them if they say that they can't, and can't say, oh, he switched up. No, he didn't switch up. He tried to meet you at where you wanted him, and he was not capable. So you chose an inadequate partner or participant.
I wouldn't
Wait,
say
wait.
that. I don't agree with
But,
that.
but no.
Let me
because-
finish.
wanna-
No, I'm saying,
Because
let me finish, yeah.
it's the same thing as everything in life, right? You know how many people go to college and say, I want to do this, and then they start that journey, and then they switch their majors, and they never finish that. But
Yeah, because that organic chemistry kicked their ass.
exactly,
Right.
and guess
But
what?
at a certain point, you switch up, right?
But
Like,
hold
if-
on,
if it's
that
not for you,
organic
right?
chemistry. Hold
Okay.
on, that organic chemistry is the things that you're doing that you don't realize that you're doing.
Mhm.
I think that when a man, well, I'm not gonna say all men.
Some.
I think that when
Many.
when many men,
Many
men.
right?
Where's Dev?
So when many men decide that they want a woman, for real, like now it's not like, okay, I want to see who she is, I want to see what she's about. It's, oh, I want this, I want to try to be, or I want to, or I am what she wants, right? He makes up his mind. And then as he's going throughout this period, it could be 6 months, it could be a year. If you're starting to see him, quote unquote, reveal this mask, I'm going to say 9 times out of 10, he's realizing that you as a woman isn't worth that change.
Mm.
So when he's starting to realize that, and no, I'm not saying this.
Typical, blame the woman.
No, but I'm just saying.
No, I think it's
He's
actually a
reali-
valid point.
He's realizing
know.
that this was not worth. If this is gonna make me do all the different things that I didn't plan on doing, and now I'm with this person, and all the things that she's giving me, I feel like is a deficit. I'm gonna slowly start to do less and less and less until it's non-existent.
But-
Like he's already prepared to lose you. I just want to experience you.
Hello.
So I'm gonna fake it till I can experience you, and when you see me, you're gonna leave. But I was prepared for you to leave.
So can I
So
add-
I
so
hold
can
on.
I add
Can I
some-
just respond real quick before we?
I'm coming
get
back to
into,
you.
I'm
like-
throwing my towel.
I'm coming back to
you.
Talk. Like,
Because I'm gonna ask.
I
I'm
just
gonna ask you a
say
question. I'm
something
coming back. I'm
real
gonna keep
quick
it.
because I understand your point. Like I get your point, but the only thing I feel like that's at fault with that point is that you were doing things to keep her interested in the first place, and then realizing that she wasn't worth it. I feel like for a guy, you should try to figure out if that woman is worth it first before you start doing things to try to keep her, so
Mhm.
that you don't come across this conflict.
Amanda, so let's say let's go with that, right? The thing is, the bar for a man to experience a woman and to gain her time is so high from the initial meetup that I have to do this.
I don't want to see you at the corner of my eye, please.
I'm so
Like,
done
right?
with him.
Like I have to do this. Like it's
He needs
not,
a
you can't
sperm
tell me to do less. But then
pump.
again, you got girls that are buying into the fact that if I take her to cheesecake on the first date, it's an issue, right? So it's like, okay, look, yeah, I did take you to Ocean Prime, but I really like cheesecake. But you told me I had to bring you to Ocean Prime at first, just to even speak to you to figure out if
They
I
have the
like
better
you.
I don't
cheesecake.
date those
I
chicks.
told you what I wanted, but if you
You know what I'm
can't do it, for me,
I
it's.
don't know. Jada said she'll eat Applebee's.
I don't think women know what
I
they
like
want.
relax.
They're-
find
they're
anything
two-
on
they're
any
2 for
menu.
20. You have to set the standard of what you are dating for up front.
Yes.
If we just fucking around and having fun, then I'm gonna shoot you anything I want to shoot you to get what I want, which is some ass. I'm coming to the table.
Ass
I want
and
the
titties.
ass. That is what
Ass
I
and
want,
titties.
and
And
I'm
titties.
going
I
to
was
tell
saying.
you everything. So let me back up. I have to tell the story. I'm a reformed slut bag and a whore.
Mhm.
I just got to keep it real, and I'm older now. I'm in my 40s now, so I'm in a different place. So the way I move, and I'm married now, so I'm in a different place on how I move and how I maneuver. I can speak from the rafters, or I'm up in the press box talking the game.
Mm.
I'm not in the game anymore. So I'm in a different place. Yeah, I used to be that dude who was telling chicks everything they want to hear. I ain't have shit going on. All I was trying to do was get some ass. It was popping up at my house. I did all kinds of crazy shit when I was younger. But I'm in a different place now. So now I can speak differently. When I meet a woman, or when I was in that position and I met a woman,
Clean it up.
then I was like, okay, I'm trying to fuck something. That's what I'm trying to do. That is what type of time I'm on. Now, whatever energy I give you is what you telling me I got to give you to get to my end result.
That
getting that
part.
ass. Which is, if you gave me that ass, and you weren't set on who I was before you gave me that ass, that's your fault.
See what I'm talking
No,
about?
no.
It is your fault.
That's your
This is what I'm
fault.
talking
Joke's
about.
on you.
Wait.
No,
That's what I'm trying to say. Give me that same energy in the beginning.
No, no.
That's
What
That is the beginning.
that is
really
The beginning of the end.
how do we learn? We learn either through trial and error, we learn through seeing something, through observation, or we learn through repetition.
Or passed down.
That is how we learn. Everybody learns that way. So if I haven't seen in my household the way a man should love a woman, then I don't have an example of what to walk into, because we have a theoretic view of love, because we ain't seen that shit. A lot of us hadn't seen it. We come out of single households. We ain't seen a man get up every day, go to work, do what the fuck he got to do. He ain't lovey-dovey. He ain't taking you on all these trips. He is just being a man, doing what he has to do to support his family. So if you ain't seen that, you have a theoretical view of what love is supposed to look like until you get to a point of bumping your head a few times and realizing, well, this shit ain't really what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like this, and it really don't look like that. So until you figure that out, then you're working from a position of, when you see a guy and the guy approaches you, you don't know what to expect. We know what we expect. We expect I want some pussy. So if that's what type of time we on, I'm going to tell you whatever I need to tell you.
Okay, cool. We got through the sex part. I want to fuck you just as bad as you want to fuck me. All right,
Right,
cool, we
right.
passed
I got
don't give a
that.
damn about that part.
Okay,
I don't even know what y'all talking about.
okay,
That ain't just some
I'm
shit
listening.
Listen, okay, I'm talking about being with a man who's telling you, I want you to be my wife,
Jada.
and then you catch him stealing $50,000
Oh,
from you.
no.
Being with a man who's telling you to take accountability for your past, your baggage, be open and honest about everything that you are and everything that you have going on. If you do some shit, he wants you to be honest about it and tell the story from beginning to end. But as soon as you catch his ass doing something that, as soon as you go on his deleted messages that he didn't even know was there,
Dumb.
he a whole nother nigga. Who the fuck are you? And you're so fucking in love with me and you want to be my husband. I'm talking about that shit. I'm not talking about the pussy part, okay? I'm not talking about the trying to get the woman, because a lot of times y'all capping on here. Y'all be with us and y'all be fucking in love with us, which I just can't keep y'all shit together. I ain't never really been dumped before. When I really think about it, I do the leaving. So I don't know what you talk about.
Most women do.
Narcissists never leave. A lot of them are
women do
narcissists. They never leave.
Even though
Listen.
I don't be
Just
getting
saying.
them.
When
Just
I
saying.
Be doing shiesty shit.
Narcissists
No.
never
About
leave
me,
you.
And then you had snot coming out your nose,
No.
begging for another chance.
No,
They
when-
don't leave.
so-
That's crazy.
So
And then
You gotta walk.
I don't think she's.
It doesn't have a look. It doesn't even have a look.
It does. That's the issue.
That's
No,
what
it doesn't.
Rico
Y'all
was
Y'all
saying it
think
does.
everybody,
But-
y'all think everybody has to go for the bad boy, or everybody has
No.
to go for
No,
the
that's not what we're
bad bags
saying.
and the-
No.
and the chains and nobody's
No.
talking about that.
I'm
Like,
No,
She's
that
talking about the
wasn't-
nigga that work at Enterprise.
it's
No.
like a good square.
I don't even want men with chains. The
So-
bigger the
Square.
chain, I don't want you.
So,
The
so
thing-
that wasn't the
Crazy.
point that I was
That part.
making,
Bigger
and
the
I
chain, the bigger the hoe.
The bigger the hoe,
I
right?
feel it, and I
The
bigger
bigger
the
the chain,
who?
the bigger the hoe.
So-
I don't want you.
so that wasn't the point that I was making.
Wait.
And Aaron,
That chain right there.
no, you good, you good.
The hoe. Put that 2-shot on his ass.
Let me tell you what it really is, though.
Put it close up, close
Guys,
up, close up.
talking.
the real, what is it? Phrase is the bigger the hoop, the bigger the hoe.
And we
Oh.
remixed
Put it on that hoop
So-
right
No, we
there.
missed it. The bigger the chain, the bigger the hoe. Sorry.
Aaron said.
So let me say this
Close up, close up.
before I forget.
Guys,
Before I forget, I feel attacked, Aaron, because I feel attacked. I feel
attacked by your friend.
no change. No. I feel attacked. I feel a tad bit attacked because I used to work at Enterprise, Aaron.
and I know that.
Yeah. No. But,
Wow, and I know that.
so
Just a bad friend.
but we talking about. But we're talking about.
No. GP, stop. Okay, no. So this is the thing. I know, and we've talked about this. I know who you were, what you was doing, and what you had access to as an Enterprise dude versus GP, lawyer, Rolex,
She told me
bringing in X, Y, and Z, lawyer in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, New Orleans, whatever. Don't do that. It's a different person.
It's totally different than what it used to be. And me and the hubby had a discussion about this earlier today.
Oh,
It's like,
what y'all
so-
talk about?
no, I'm about to tell you.
I was
so
about to say. He about to say.
so we were talking about the fact that men only have certain things at a particular point in their life to offer. So,
Whoa.
when,
No.
so
Many.
Many men.
Many.
So continue. I'm sorry to cut
Many
you off.
men has.
Go ahead.
So I'm gonna give a disclaimer. I'm speaking from a position of the rule and not the exception. There's gonna always be exceptions to everything.
Of course.
Right.
The exceptions are greater than the rules now.
No, they're
And
not.
sometimes the exceptions are greater than the rules.
The
But
exceptions are the new rules. Ooh.
and I agree with that. So the point that I was making is a lot of times when you walk into a situation as a man with a woman, you're looking. There's only certain things that you really have the capacity to be able to offer. Sometimes it's relationship value. I'm a man. I've got these things. I can offer you a relationship, and sometimes as a man, you don't have a relationship to offer. So the only thing you can offer is bread. So when you walk into certain situations, it depends on really what you have to offer. So if I were still slut bagging, which I'm not, if I were in that position, I can't offer a woman a relationship because I'm married already. So the only thing I could offer her is paper.
Some people sneak around and pretend that they want and are ready for things that they know they're not ready to give up their lifestyle for.
But you're
So
dating
you
that
can genuinely
80%.
like a woman or love a woman, but that goes back to the subject of maybe most men can't be in a relationship with just one woman.
But like,
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe it's not natural because I just feel like I'm noticing more and more and more. A man can love the fuck out of you and genuinely care and like want to be a great father, all of those things. But maybe he's just not able to commit completely to one woman.
No, I'm in love with somebody. I can't look nowhere else.
I'm not
I
trying to
don't
have
see
sex with no
nobody
one else.
Where
no,
your
I
eyes
like
are.
that.
Everybody else
I like that.
disgusts me.
The other
Right.
thing,
Oh, that's your
but that-
Right? No, real shit. I'm just like her.
problem is this:
Totally.
what if you giving him that inch is going to allow him to be the man that you want?
No, because
So-
men are just gonna do what they want at the end of the day.
No. They're gonna force their hand because they feel like they have to. But if you say, "Yo, listen, don't let me find out. Do what you do and make sure you
Now
treat
you're
me
gonna
right."
make me admit it on camera right
You just
now.
said it already.
You already
No.
did. And nobody told
You're
you to
gonna
say
make me
it
admit
either.
it on. I have an example of that. You see, you just said it. I
Okay.
wasn't trying to talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
The last man that I was with, okay, you know, rest in peace to him. He not dead, but rest in peace. Like as far as me,
Okay.
It's a lot.
I from jump because I was trying to do things differently. Right. I really was into this person.
You're scaring me because you keep doing this, and I'm like,
I talk with expression.
when you start doing this, I know what comes.
I spoke to him about everything. Because the business that I'm in the entertainment world,
Okay.
and he also is in that world. So that plays a huge part when you're dating that person. So with our situation, I told him from jump, listen, this is what I'm willing to accept. This is what I'm not willing to accept. You want to fuck around with other females while you're on tour and you're doing whatever? I'm not saying it's okay, but don't let a bitch be calling my phone. Don't let a bitch be texting me. I don't want to hear nothing about it at all. Right? So
You don't hear nothing about me.
right. You don't hear nothing about me when I'm not saying I'll be sneaking around, but
Wait,
I'm
what?
just saying.
Oh.
She might.
No,
On
she
a Wednesday
she
night.
only sees
But
him.
were you?
Let's just say, what was I?
Yeah.
No, like she said,
I only see
when I'm
you.
fucking one person, I'm fucking one person. When I'm dealing with that one person, I'm dealing with that one person. When I love that person, I'm not even attracted to the next person.
So you
I
did.
could flirt.
You can't compromise your BV, your
Right. My pH balance. Right.
Don't nobody want no
Right.
your
Don't
pH
nobody
to be
want
off.
all of that. Right. So I'm very careful when it comes to that. But if I just told you, go ahead. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to know it. And then you start slipping up. What the fuck is that? I just told you, like, you're good.
But why would you do that though?
No, he was wrong.
Why would I do
So-
that?
Because she was being
So- so-
realistic.
I'm being realistic.
Can I ask a
In the
question?
business that I'm in, I'm in the entertainment industry. They're going to do
That's
it.
why.
Can I ask
That's
a
why.
question?
I'm so sorry.
Voodoo. Be careful, my
But
boy.
this is why you see a lot of these celebrities, right? You're going to tell me that some of them are not, a lot of them are cheating. The groupies, they are everywhere.
Add the women to
Okay.
that, please.
Yes.
Thank
The
you.
men groupies are there. They come to my shows. They're in the front.
They
They're-
popping that thing.
They not only popping, they giving money. Like
For a real sister,
they don't, they're willing to do whatever for you.
you gave us this, and you were like, "Hey, I'm in the entertainment business. The guy that I was dating is also in the entertainment business. and you also said, well, look, guys just got to keep it real. Okay, so you accepted that from old buddy in the entertainment business.
Cook her.
If
Bro,
this
shut up.
if this was Daquan Fry Captain at White
You
Castle.
don't love Daquan.
No. Hold on.
No, he's saying
Hold
if
on,
you did.
hold on.
No,
Hold on.
We
Yeah,
don't
stop it.
love him.
Right.
Coming
So-
home smelling like chicken
So,
grease.
so,
I'm
so
not going to
if-
accept
so-
everything from just
so-
every individual.
You got it right. You're right.
So that
Is the
thank you.
problem.
You made,
Maybe if he smelled
you
like
made the
Popeyes.
point
No, we
that we just
didn't.
been talking about,
Mm-mm.
which is if I keep it real from the beginning, then I'm never gonna get access to you. So, because Daquan Fry Cook, if he said, "Look, I'm
Daquan-
You can't
I'm
afford me, so move on.
Oh, again.
Oh, they gonna get us in the
So
Move
so I'm about to
Correct your
y'all
course.
to call me
Correct
pastor.
your
So
course.
I'm about to
Correct
take
your
up a,
course.
I'm about to take up a collection because you just
Somebody in
made
the comments
you just made my point, which is
It's not even that.
if Daquan Fry Captain from White Castle
I'll drink.
Who
But I've been
works-
saying it from jump.
who works the no, you didn't say that from
Yes,
the
I
beginning.
did. I said
No,
late.
no.
I said, tell me.
No,
I
no.
said, tell
You
me
see
who
how
you
the
are.
grip is-
Hold on.
She gave
Hold
me the
on.
grip of death.
I'm gonna have to grip you real quick because I said, tell me who you are from jump and let me make the decision as to whether I want to carry
if-
on with you.
but if I-
so if you're Daquan from White Castle, I'm gonna tell you I'm good.
But if I'm trying to hit,
What if he's Billy
but if
from
I'm
Wall
trying to hit-
Street?
but if I'm trying to hit that, if I'm trying to
Yeah,
hit
but
that,
sometimes
then
Daquan be getting some coochie, and sometimes we just be wanting the dick from Daquan.
Right.
too. So
I-
that's it. You're not-
Right,
You know,
Daquan still get coochie,
Daquan, you ain't
but
gonna
I'm not
get
gonna
some
go
dick.
long term
You
with
gotta
you.
borrow my Honda. I might get some dick
I just know
though.
what box
But-
to place
but-
you in. I might like how you dick me down, but I
again,
box you.
But it goes back to what I was saying before.
If you got the swag, you
If,
can get that ass.
if I don't got the bag, the only thing I can offer you is a relationship.
Because I done fell in love with Daquan from White Castle frying
Hashtag
shit,
Daquan
okay?
the Fry Cook.
I
Fry
done fell in love with a
Fry
Daquan.
Captain. Not even
Fry
cooked.
Captain.
You know, Daquan cool as hell too.
Yeah.
He's
Like,
sweet.
You, right, you hanging off the couch, all kinds of stuff. You know, y'all chilling,
ride.
y'all having real relaxing. Y'all, you know,
He can't even
it
believe he
ain't
got
a lot
you.
of furniture, but you know, y'all chilling. It's a good vibe. Y'all might be eating, you know, like.
Air mattress is squeaking
But
like
it's
hell.
a good vibe. So, so as a woman that has had that experience as well and has fallen in love with a Daquan, Daquan ass wasn't really seeing the bigger picture after a while.
Mm.
So that's why that literally does not work out. Not because my man has to make $200,000 a year, but because sometimes I'm banking on his potential, and his potential is not going to get us anywhere because I believe in him more than he believes in me. So
He get
therefore,
comfortable.
That's not going to work.
No, but my thing is this: when are you gonna realize that you complained about both sides of the spectrum? Okay, you complained about the rich side, you complained about the working side. So realistically, you have to understand that maybe what you want is not real.
I didn't complain about the.
No, I'm not saying. Well, yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Because
said the
the rich-
entertainer.
I did not complain about the rich side. Sorry.
the wealthy
Didn't
side.
complain about the rich side for 800.
So well, Alex. What happens is they say that men that make over 200K is 3 times more likely to cheat. So-
Omar. And R.
So and are right. So let's just say, okay, cool. So you have a problem with him cheating because more than likely those girls that he's cheating with are gonna catch feelings at some point and then reveal themselves to you, and that's the number one deal breaker for you. So then you don't want to swim over there, but then you want to take the same requirement you're willing to deal with from a person that's going to not respect it and not give it to the other person because he can't afford you and or because he doesn't have the job that you want.
Why are you fanning me?
I know you hot.
You're missing
What
the
I'm trying to
point.
tell you is that
Cooking
no,
you.
no, but
You're
You're missing the
but I'm
point.
try- no, no.
I feel like you just put you took pieces
gave you
from
the
what
truth.
I said
The
and
point-
then you glued them together.
No,
the
that was
point
the
is
you're
that
not.
you don't have you don't have a
You
good.
see- no.
Wait, guys, let's
The-
let him finish.
The point is you're not putting the odds in your favor with what you want and where you're placing it. That's what I'm saying. So if you want a relationship, then maybe that fry cook isn't the guy that you might want to be with because you can't build with him. But then you have to accept a con somewhere. It's either you're gonna accept the con over here or you're gonna accept the con over there because us men, we accept cons with women too.
And I'm okay with that.
And that's the only difference between us.
But-
I'll accept the fact that I can't travel the way that this person is.
But we didn't say
Right?
that.
Or
though.
I'll accept. Wait, no. But I'll accept the fact that maybe she might not cook, but guess what? She'll work.
But we didn't
right?
say that.
But what I'm saying is the difference is that we're willing to accept the cons for whichever lane we roll down. When y'all get into y'all lane, y'all be like, yo, it has to be perfect this way.
When
and
you
it's
s-
like, nah.
When you say accept the
No,
cons,
Rob.
women accept more than men do. I'm sorry. You could cheat on a woman 100 times over, and they probably will take you back. But a man, the one time you do it to him, all hell breaks loose.
It depends.
I will never.
Is he a provider or is he going 50-50?
That does not matter.
It doesn't matter.
Now
'Cause
let
if
me
I
say
pay
something.
for you,
Women take
it's
on
different.
more.
Let me
Go
say
ahead,
something, but
Jada.
you're also saying that women only allow certain things from men who are rich. How many of us know a man that done dropped his girl off to work and drove off in her car and put his dick in another bitch?
Jody.
Jody! The woman will be taking care of the man, believing in his goals, giving her tax money to flip. It'd be too much going on.
So
and y'all really not
listen,
taking accountability either.
Pros and cons, I'm going to take the dude that got money, and I'll do whatever we got to do over Daquan at White Castle.
Just
The
let's agree
topic
to
for
disagree.
today was
Mind
you
games.
wanna play a
mind
game?
games. And we
We're gonna play
started
mind
off by
games.
playing
Let's play- you
games,
wanna do
right?
a
Ask a
game?
question.
Yeah, so
read that.
I'll ask my question.
So that was a good.
I want to bring her out of this mood right
We are
here.
out of the men versus women wars.
Right.
Let's go. All right. So,
Because there is no winner.
Right.
what
That
do you
we-
know about life that few others have figured out yet?
You cannot receive anything with a closed hand. What that means is that the key to life is you have to be, if you're living with a purpose, right? Then you have to be always in the position of giving. And that's the glitch in the matrix, really. Like, if you're giving all the time and you're working within God's plan of, well, like I said, I spiritually with everything with me. But if you're working within God's plan, then the more that you give, then the more that He has to give you in order to give to other people. So I've gotten more in life by trying to do for other people.
of course.
The more I do for other people, then God blesses me more so that I can do more for other people.
I just said that yesterday.
So it goes back to what I was saying before about the I, me, and my. If you always worried about what you getting out the deal, then you're only gonna get what you expect. But if you're worried about doing for other people, then you're always gonna get more. In my profession, like I do well. I'm blessed. God is good. Yeah, I'm an attorney. God is good, and I do well. But there's been many things that I've given back to. Like, I've represented almost for free all of the protesters for the Alton Sterling, the protesters with the Black Panthers and Alton Sterling in Baton Rouge. Being able to be in that position to be able to represent like almost 100 folks and not really have to. I mean,
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, that was a lot of money that I could have received, but it was a blessing to be able to do those particular things. So you got to get into a position. Like I said, I used to be so focused on myself, what I was getting out of the deal. And I learned that through my experiences as a child. Like, coming up, like I said, my parents divorced when I was like 4. So I got to a point where I was like, I got to get it however I need to get it. I got to a position where I was just worried about what I was getting. And if I wasn't getting anything, well, then why am I worried about it? But I had a child, and then my position of I have to give to someone else who cannot provide for themselves, who cannot do anything for themselves. I have to do for them and not expect anything in return. And then once I got to a position where I decided to go back to school, when I originally went back to school, I was just like, it's going to all be about the money. I'm going back to school because I'm trying to get this paper. So I went back, and it did change, but then I realized that the majority of the work that I have done, even though my private practice does very well, I still do a lot of public service things. I've been working with public defenders' offices and things of that nature for the past 5-6 years. And I do that not because it's just putting a lot of money in my pocket, but there are a lot of people who need solid representation that can't afford it. And I do that because I have the ability to be able to give back in my own particular way. So the more that I do that, the more blessings that come to me. And even when I think that I'm in a position where I'm not doing well, God still blesses me. So that's the main thing. You need to learn how, going back to what I was saying before, you need to learn how to do things for someone without the expectation of something in return. If fill me out. The point that I'm making is that if I'm going to do this for you, I give you an example. Because we were talking about some losses before. Like last year, my wife's grandmother, sister, and aunt died in the 60-day span.
Oh wow.
So, and all of them they lived in Florida, North Carolina. We had to travel.
Up here too, right?
So
Funeral tour?
So we had to travel to Florida. We had to travel to North Carolina. We had to travel to all these places. It wasn't about, well, shit, I really got to go to work today. I really don't feel like rescheduling these appointments. I really don't feel like driving 15 hours. I really don't feel like none of that was a concern because it was all about, I know that I'm responsible for that woman. So in me being responsible for her, I can't be keeping up with the tab of how much shit I do for her versus what she does for me. Because in this particular position, I need to be here for her.
Don't argue with people.
Okay, I like that.
Two fools.
When you don't agree with whatever they're saying, just say okay. And you.
I lost
do
a
what they
lost a
wanna
family
do.
member like that, by the way. I don't know if you guys saw on the news.
Who?
That was a family member of mine that got shot by the neighbor.
What?
Yeah.
Wait.
Wait, the guy that they were arguing
Yeah.
with?
guys.
The
Wait, in the video?
the man and the stepson?
The funeral is on Saturday. That's my
Wow.
yeah. Yeah, it's a family member of mine.
Oh
So
my God, I'm
Oh,
so
wow.
sorry.
Wait, the dad and the son?
the dad and the stepson. Well, he died
No, the
on the
police
surgery
killed him.
table. He didn't die when they caught him.
Yeah.
Thank
absolutely.
you. The funeral's on Saturday. We're burying 2 bodies. So it's a situation.
And I'll just say, like, it's not even just like, a lot of it has to do with energy.
Right.
When you argue and you engage with somebody in that way, they literally have power over you. Because at the end of the day, you can just be like, okay, my friend, and just be done with it. They can be wrong. They can
No, silence is powerful.
and that's for you, Alan. I'm telling you how Erin Campbell lives her life.
Like, definitely the one that
Like,
needs to hear
it's like
it.
speaking
I'm not.
without speaking.
I'm just
My
not.
emotions are real. I like to change the mood in a positive way. Like,
Yeah.
I can feel negative energy, so I agree with that 100%.
And it takes power over you. 2, it brings you into a place that you may not necessarily want to be. And I think that it creates like more issues. Like, so now first is an argument or it's a disagreement. Then it's an argument. Then it's a fight.
Then somebody gotta get their cousin.
Yeah, it's
Somebody get
it's
their
not really worth
girlfriends
it.
or whatever. Right.
Escalation.
It's not worth it. So like y'all have seen me do this before. Like if somebody's saying something or what, I'm like, okay, yeah.
You got it.
And you gotta think
always
about
gotta
it.
agree.
You gotta think about it on the strength of what do you have to lose